Hello, I'm going to talk about COVID-19. This is part two of the video blog. So I'm going to talk about leadership. Now, personally, I just listen to the doctors. I do not listen to the White House unless I want comic relief, because that's basically what the White House is, just comic relief. I listen to the doctors. I listen to the epidemiologists. What are they saying? I keep track of these statistics. I have my own notebook to keep track of the infections and the deaths all over the world. I have my own notebook. I listen to the epidemiologists. I do not think that Trump understands the whole depth of the problem. He does not understand this virus at all. I don't think even though he has some of the best people around him, he doesn't understand it. But the best leadership I have seen is Andrew Cuomo of New York, the governor of New York. He gives the hardcore facts. We may not like it, but he gives the facts. And I think a lot of other governors has followed his suit. But I think he's shown the most leadership. What New York is trying to do, and what should be done. He gives the facts. He does not paint a rosy picture. He just gives the hardcore facts. Now, in New Orleans, in Louisiana in general, they only had fewer than 5 cases or fewer than 10 cases. But after Mardi Gras, they had 1,200. Now, see how foolish that was to even have a Mardi Gras parade. Now, Trump said the virus is going to go away. It's going to be a miracle. As though he's some kind of wizard. He can make the virus go away. And then after that, there was an exponential increase. Now, when people say exponential, they're talking about a mathematical term, E. The mathematical term is E. E to the T plus 1 power, where T is time. So if T is the second hour, you have E to the third power. If T is 3, you have E to the fourth power. So that's what they're talking about when they talk about exponential increases. Okay, that is a mathematical term. So Trump said the virus will go away. It will be a miracle in his own fantasy world. And what happened? There was an exponential increase. Okay, now he's saying he wants people to pack the churches on Easter Sunday. Is there something special about Easter? Is there something special about Easter Sunday? Okay, and watch and see. It's going to be some stupid people that's going to do what that Nephilim says to do. Okay, and it's going to be a whole lot of stupid Christians that's going to come back with that virus. Okay, because they're going to do what that Nephilim tell them to do. Okay, pack the churches by Easter. See, he has no understanding of this virus. He has no understanding at all. So I do not think he is a good leader in the middle of a crisis at all. See, the whole problem is that he has believed everything those stupid evangelists, those anti-Christian evangelists have told him that he's a chosen of God, that he's an anointed of God, and all he has to do is speak something into existence. Okay, he can speak the virus into existence and it'll go away. Okay, so he has believed that mess that the anti-Christian, anti-Christ evangelicals have told him. All he has to say is abracadabra, and the virus will be gone. All he has to say is abracadabra, and the economy will be back up. All he has to say is abracadabra, and people will have money in their pockets. Okay? And none of that is happening. The economy is crashed. Nobody has any money. And there is an exponential increase daily in the United States and Europe. Okay, so he can say abracadabra all he wants, and it's not happening. And he acts as though there's something special about Easter. There's nothing. It's not even a Christian holiday. Okay. Now look, we can't even trust the evangelicals. How does he think he can trust them? We can't even trust them. Why? Because they're antichrist. The antichrist. They have an agenda. Not from God. Their agenda is to deceive the masses. So if they're deceiving us, how much more are they going to deceive Trump? That is their agenda. That is their assignment, to deceive the masses. That's why we're going to have to go back to the word. We can't trust anything they say. And frankly, I only know of 4 or 5 that are still with Jesus. I only know 4 or 5. The rest of them are antichrist. Okay? So if they deceive us, they're going to deceive him because they're not with God. Now, he reminds me a lot of Pharaoh. You know, the country of Egypt was being destroyed, and Pharaoh still wouldn't listen. And I'm sure people under Pharaoh said, the country is being destroyed. Why don't you let these people go? But the Bible says Pharaoh would not listen. He hardened his heart. He's stupid. He would not listen. And the country was destroyed. Okay? Now, see, he's telling us to go to church, pack the churches on Easter. He's trying to kill us, y'all. He's trying to kill us. Telling us to go pack the churches by Easter. He's trying to kill us all, y'all. Okay? Now, I just think that we all going to be hunkered down until at least the end of May. I don't see anything. Okay? I think we will all be hunkered down as a bee. We will all be hunkered down at least until the end of May. I don't see any let up in this virus until August. Okay? So the economy is going to crash anyway. It's already crashed. Now, that's just my opinion, that there will not be, I hope the number of infections will decrease by August. I don't know, because I'm not the judge. Obviously, we're in judgment. We are obviously in judgment. So I'm hoping and praying that it will decrease. The Lord will decide when it's going to decrease. But I think that we all may as well be prepared to be hunkered down for 3 months, at least until the end of August. Have a nice day.